Hello everyone, you are looking at a piezo disc element. More specifically, you're looking at a piezo disc element that's mounted to my kitchen window because it has a nice large area that can pick up vibrations pretty well from the sound. And these elements are usually found in buzzers and beepers. You might find one in your smoke alarm and other electronic devices that need to emit beeps, loud beeps, annoying beeps. Anyway, why is it mounted on a window? Well, you can also use these piezo discs as contact microphones, meaning you can attach them to things, for example, an acoustic instrument or just about anything, and then you can record the vibrations, really the sound that's being picked up by, by the piezo element. So I have a portable oscilloscope that's hooked up to this piezo element unamplified, and these are pretty low amplitude sources, high impedance, low amplitude, so I wouldn't expect to see much on an oscilloscope. However, I wanted to see what I was working with when it comes to, the bass signal levels and how much noise relative to the signal, or my signal to noise ratio, on a piezo element like this mounted on a glass pane. So if we look at the laptop here now, we are looking at a spectrum graph. So y-axis here is amplitude and the horizontal axis is the frequency. And right now, it's kind of hard to tell, but when I'm talking, it's actually picking up the sound, the vibrations from my voice on the glass pane, and you can actually see it a little bit above the noise floor. Now, the noise floor is the level that you see here. That's kind of the background noise coming from the sensor. And if we take a closer look, the top of the noise is maybe at around minus 100 decibels or so. And I'm going to stop talking for a little bit just so that you can see the noise floor without the sound of my voice on top of it. So you can see that it's pretty flat, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a tone and see how well it gets picked up by the microphone, the piezo transducer that I mounted on the window. Now, mind you that this is unamplified. I just want to know what kind of a signal I'm working with here. Now, I'm going to start playing this 440 hertz signal. So there it goes. And you can see it, that it's getting picked up. There's the peak that's around 400 hertz, as we would expect. And if I was to make it louder, that peak would rise. I don't want to increase the amplitude of this 440 hertz tone just because it's a pretty annoying tone. So instead, I'm going to reduce the frequency down to 220 hertz, which is a much less annoying tone. And we can see that at 220 hertz, which we would expect to see somewhere around here, it's kind of getting lost in the noise floor. Now, this is about 4 feet away from the window. The laptop is 4 feet away from the window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the volume on the laptop and see if we can see the peak from this tone on the spectrum graph. So here goes. And now we have a nice, it's not particularly tall of a peak, but we can indeed see it. And, we have roughly, 10, well, not a full 10, but maybe we have like somewhere around 5 to 10 decibels of signal that's above the noise floor. So that's actually, I think, not too bad, considering that this is a tiny sensor, unamplified, mounted to a window. So I'm going to turn this off. First time I was recording this, forgot to turn off the tone generator, and the tone was playing the entire length of the video. Anyway, up next, I'm going to try to, come up with a simple Jfet amplifier circuit for this and see what kind of improvements we can get on the signal after it's amplified. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.